A Woollerton primary school has now become the focus following demonstrations in Birmingham, with parents holding rainbow flags facing off with protesters this morning. Sky's Becky Johnson has the latest.
And the organisers of the protest here in Nottingham have been advertising this via leaflets and videos on social media, saying that the kind of protests we've seen outside primary schools in Birmingham against the teaching about same-sex relationships, they say was going to spread like wildfire across communities, and that was what holding this protest here in Nottingham was all about. But the parents at this school, the vast majority of them seemed very, very unhappy that the protesters were here. In fact, they'd come prepared this morning, dropping their children off, many of them wearing T-shirts with rainbow logos or rainbow badges. A number of them bought rainbow flags and actually stood on the street opposite where the protest was taking place to take a stand against the message of the demonstrators. Now, one of those parents that I spoke to on the way into school is himself a gay dad. Brett has 2 children at this school here in Nottingham, and this is what he told me.
No idea why they've chosen the school, but they picked the wrong school. And I think it's actually backfired a bit on them because it's been used as a teaching opportunity. All of the kids are now very aware of LGBT issues. So actually, thanks to them, we've increased the knowledge and improved the understanding for children.
Now, when the main protest organiser arrived here this morning, there were parents ready to grill him about why he was here. He doesn't have children at this school, and the majority of the 30 or so protesters that joined him don't have children at this school, and parents were keen to find out why they'd actually targeted this primary school in Nottingham with their protest.
We refuse to, make any parent or child feel, upset in any way. It's about just passing a message on that consultation is not being done in the city, and we'd like consultation and open dialogue with councillors and MPs who are not representing or talking to their constituents.
We have had a statement from Nottingham City Council. They're responding on behalf of Fernwood School here in Woollerton. They say Nottingham is a diverse city that celebrates equality, inclusivity and respect. We are proud of that fact. While we would always respect anyone's right to protest, this was a demonstration we opposed from the outset because it was close to a school. It appeared that the protesters this morning had no direct link with Fernwood, but parents from the school who support the teaching of relationships and sex education held a counter-protest which was twice the size.
Welcome back. Protesters fighting against same-sex relationship education in schools have clashed with parents in Nottingham after weeks of protests in Birmingham. Demonstrators today focused on a primary school in Woollerton, but were met by parents waving rainbow flags. Sky's Becky Johnson has this report.
They'd been warned there'd be a protest, and parents and pupils came prepared. A show of defiance against demonstrators who don't want children being taught about same-sex relationships.
It's called education, it's not sexualisation, it's education.
The protest organiser left in little doubt how parents were feeling.
Go home and stop terrorising. Can you stop following me around, please? Thank you. Thank you. Go up to the council. Can you stop following me? Thank you. Go and do your protest there.
I understand that we've all got a right and an opinion. I get all that, but not outside a school. I totally agree. End of.
Ayaz Ahmed doesn't have children at Ferndale Primary here in Nottingham, but Brett does and is a gay dad. Why have they picked this school?
I have no idea. Honestly, no idea why they've chosen the school, but they picked the wrong school. And I think it's actually backfired a bit on them because it's been used as a teaching opportunity. All of the kids are now very aware of LGBT issues.
The protest organisers were joined by Amir Ahmed, who helps lead similar protests outside primary schools in Birmingham.
It started off at one place, but it's spreading now, and it's going to go like wildfire.
They posted this video online last week.
Kids will ask, how is it 2 daddies? What do 2 daddies do to be 2 daddies?
But fewer than 30 people joined his protest. There are children at this school who have gay parents. Is the message that you're sending to those children that their parents are somehow wrong?
No, we are very proud of the LGBT community.
So why are you having the protest?
It's not against the LGBT community.
Well, what is it against?
It's about sexualisation.
What's sexualising about telling a child that some people have 2 mums?
It's not about, look.
What's sexualising about telling a child it's okay to be gay?
When have I said it's not okay to be gay?
Most of these protesters have nothing to do with the school, but this man told me he has children there.
I believe it is parents' decision when they should be taught, and parents are the best mediators of the education when it comes to sexuality and relationship.
Across the street, a counter-protest grew. Here, the parents have taken a stand and are now arguing with the protesters directly.
Discrimination is not about religion, it's about education. It's about education.
There are strong views on both sides. On behalf of the school, Nottingham City Council said this is a diverse city that celebrates equality, inclusivity and respect. Becky Johnson, Sky News, Nottingham.